it would just be like, how would I put this? Like, you know how in The Walking Dead, for instance, there seems to always be, at least to some degree, guns, or people learn how to use like more silent kind of stuff, but guns are still always an option for like a serious threat, long distance threat kind of thing. We just wouldn't have that. So almost every skirmish would be aware of something at a distance and choosing to prepare or flee, right? That would be more kind of what would happen. Or not being aware of it at a distance and just being close combat all the time kind of thing, if you just didn't have the visibility or knowledge that it was going to be upon you any moment. I think that would be more sort of how it would go, you know? But yeah, however, you can have guns in Australia, but you have to pass and hold a gun license to be able to have one. You also have to be registered to own it, and you have to pass a proficiency test or whatever with it and stuff. So it's not commonplace here. So you know how, like, I believe, like, I don't know full facts and stuff, but I believe America has like a right to carry or right to defend themselves or something like that. Different states are like that. We don't have that here. Like, the best case we've got is if you walk into our house, like, we will defend ourselves with whatever object we happen to have, kind of thing. And that can vary from person to person, depending on what their hobbies are. So yeah, it could be a dangerous situation or not, for the person burgling and stuff. I, for one, like to collect swords, so yeah, depends which room you catch me in, I guess. Oh, sorry, Phoenix. Sorry, I went to extend my leg and I booped the cat, and I just saw like my other cat go chasing after him, so I assume I booped him and he ran. Let's put her to bed. I guess we're gonna set out in the morning. Yeah, no, I'd rather you shut your door, but this is fine, you can sleep. US modern people are high maintenance. And camping trip recently. So much stuff packed for one night. I think the thing is, like, different people camp in different ways as well. I'm not somebody who likes camping. I don't like... come on, have you got a torch on you or not? I didn't put it away. Is the torch flat? Torch might be flat. Hold on. Let me unequip this. Yeah, I don't like being in a situation where I don't have access to facilities such as like a toilet and stuff like that, because I have medical conditions and stuff like that. I also have OCD hand washing and stuff, so it is not particularly enjoyable for me to be somewhere where like I don't have access to like a bathroom and running water and stuff like that. But I also, for some reason, I don't know why, but insects have like a particular interest in me more than the average person, and it drives me fucking nuts. So I don't think I'd go out into wilderness willingly for that. Also, being Australia, like, you go out into wilderness, and if there's a chance you could get bitten by a snake or a spider, and that shit's like lethal, deadly. Some of them are the kind of venomous where you don't have time to get to a hospital. So anybody that goes camping, they go camping at their own risk, you know, because it could be literally like the last adventure and shit. So no, I'm not a camper myself, but yeah, there's all kinds of people that do camping. Anything from like considered to be in a cabin type thing is camping, anywhere down to like literally tent and a fireplace kind of thing, you know? Like, I also haven't made a fire in this game, too. And I know it's, like, fucking dark as, but I just want to see... I don't know if this will be in here, but fire? How do I make a campfire? I need to have 3 stones. I wonder if this shit's portable. Use for heater to cook and dispose. I may have to find some stones, because I know I've got a couple. I've got, like, 1. I also don't know how heavy these fucking things are either. Taking 1 with me. taking one, and what do we want? Like I don't know if matches or a lighter might be better. I've used up a lot of them. You are an encumbrance of 1, encumbrance of 1. It makes no difference. Stack encumbrance is 2, 3. What? 3 equipped. I don't understand, but I'll take a lighter. I'll take a lighter for a walk. Let's see if I can find a couple more stones. Because, best case, we're going to have to shack up in a house or something. I also don't want to wear out my baseball bat. I like to get my person a bit stronger and stuff, but we got to wait until the morning before we can fuck off anyway. So, we'll see. Kind of need to grab a little bit more food. I got to grab some lighter food than I'm carrying. I've got some chips and I've got some water, but I'll swap over my water before I go. I don't think I've got chips in the fridge, but maybe I do. I have chips in the fridge, okay. I kind of hope to find like oats and stuff on the way, and I didn't want to carry cans, so I guess it's going to be every packet of chips we could possibly have for food. Some lollies. She's going to gain weight again. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Give me a couple more chippies. There we go. All right. So when it's light out, I guess we'll head off. Yeah, it's too dark to read. I kind of want to go that way. That's the thing. I want to go explore that way. I know it's a long way, and it was pretty bad last time. It ended up raining badly, so I guess I can eat the tins of food now before I go. I'm trying to also find like places that have food. Like, I know the place down where I'm going has got some food and drink and stuff, but like, I also want to, I don't know, I want to find a spot where I'm safe to take my car, but my car's kind of fucked. So I'd also like to see if I can take a different car, like get a different car. I'll show you guys the cars outside actually once it gets like a little bit brighter. It's a bit dark. It's got like eerie ass music at the moment. I guess since she's bored, you can come and just sit down near the front window for the moment, and we can wait till the dawn. Only because there are people out there who can just wander into the wilderness with nothing and survive indefinitely. Yeah, there are some people in Australia that do that too. And yeah, they'll just fuck off for a while. There's actually a fellow that lives not that far from me, and he lives fully bush, actually. I've known he's lived in the bush itself. Like, he doesn't have a house. He just lives in the bush. And I know he's lived in the bush for about 20 years, give or take. But he's looking more and more worn every year. Every winter he looks terrible. But yeah, very recently they bulldozed his kind of bushland that he was residing in, so he had to move. I don't know if he moved back because they bulldozed it. They were going to do some kind of like, I don't know. They're going to build something, probably more houses or something, right? But then they just didn't for a while. And it all regrew because like Australian bush or scrub and stuff, right? It grows real fast. This is the whole point. It's supposed to be able to grow back within a bushfire season kind of thing, right? So that it's good to go. The plants are good to go for like the next like fertile year and shit, right? And so it's all fully grown back and stuff. And I believe he still lives in that part. But like, yeah, that would have been horrible. Imagine that. You wake up one morning and there's like, it's literally like a scene out of the Avatar movie where they're like, you know, lopping down all the trees and shit, falling down around you and stuff. Because like they don't know you're in there. I kind of wanted to top up one of the other waters because I've kind of taken a little bit of every water, but this should be good. She's got a bit of food on her. I believe she's done all the reading that she could possibly do. We've got a can of got a pen, got some snacks, got the car keys. Honestly, I don't really need to be taking the car keys with me. I'm starting to wonder if they're adding up to encumbrance. Pretty certain they are. I kind of want to leave the car keys in each car. This was what I brought back last time. This was my Spiffo van. And I kind of would like to leave the car keys in it, but my car itself, there you go. I'd like to just, I don't know if that would just stay in the ignition. In the ignition. It's got half a thing of fuel. I would like to take this for a drive, but here's my big reason why I'm not going to. Not until I have a target to take it to. Is I need XP on this. And I believe that I've got to get up to 5 and or have spare parts, which I might have spare parts inside the building, but I don't know. Whereas this one over here, this one's fuel tank is fucked, I'm pretty sure. This one, I think it's just its engine. That's not mine, and I have a taxi down the street, which I booped a tree, which was kind of in this one's condition, but then I booped a tree. So, yeah. No worries, a waiver. I'll be here. It's good to see you. Good to chitty chat. I'm pretty much gonna see if, I don't want to go through the cornfield again. I want to go around that. So, I know for a fact that I could take the car around down to here, right? And I could also potentially take it down through here. But if I boop anything, it's gonna break. And I kind of wouldn't mind just going straight down here. I was gonna follow the road up, but I don't know if there's actually anything, look of it. If there's anything across the land in the middle there, because if there's like houses or possibly another district of some kind, that could be really useful. I also would think that if you jogged, you would warm up, okay? This is my logic, is that you should warm up from going for a run. If you don't, like, why not? Kind of thing. Also, there's so many trees here. But I'm curious if I could just bring up temperature. I've learnt not to, like, look at screens for too long. But she looks like she's green all over, right? She should be toasty. Even her hand's looking pretty toasty. So, I don't want to make her run forever and stuff, but it does indeed warm up your character. That's good to know. I don't want to go through too much in the way of trees because that could rip up my clothing, but let's weasel our way through here. Yeah, no, the only reason why I kind of was curious about it was when she was cold before, I distinctly remember in summer, she would complain and be like sweatingly hot when I'd run. And I'm like, oh, it should work the same in winter. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so I can warm her up. Oh, cool. That's really good to know. I don't really like where I'm walking around here, honestly. I'll just get my bat out just in case. I don't really want to walk through this. You know what I learnt too? Is if you say walk to here, apparently your character will avoid all the trees. That's a little something interesting that I learned. I don't know if there's any zombies in between there, but not the fastest way to do it, but it does avoid you getting like torn gear and or injuries and shit. So I thought that was fascinating. Let me walk down to here. It seems really silly to me, but she is avoiding everything. She's not like walking past it. So how warm did she get? Oh no, she's cooled down pretty fast. Okay, so it kind of like cools you back down just about as fast as she got warm. But that's good. If she gets chilly, I can sprint if she's got the energy for it. Plus, I can try to get some skills up because I wanted her to get fitter and stronger if I can. I get legit anxiety walking through trees like this, lol. The forest is too thick, though, so not too risky. Oh, yeah. I'm a bit concerned about it, too. I'd like to kind of come out to an end. But I did already kind of, like, start walking through here. And I'd just kind of like to see what sort of shows up on the map. Because there does seem to be, like, a couple of little places tucked away in amongst here. Like, there's one over there somewhere. I haven't gone to it yet, but I figure if there's a house, a cabin, something, it could be really useful. The other thing too I should be doing is not the animals. Fuck that off. That off. I can't see anything. Is I want to forage for stones. I also don't. Oh shit! Hold on. There's a stone. Is that a stone? No, that's a pine cone. That's a rock though. Can I pick up the stone? I just want to make sure I've got 3 stones that I can do a fireplace. I also haven't done a campfire before, and I don't know what kind of like wood debris I'm gonna need. What'd you find? What is this? Mushrooms. I don't know if they're good or not. I guess we're gonna find out at some point. I don't know if you can get good or bad mushrooms. Do you ever do a primitive style playthrough? You only stay in the woods, never loot towns? Nah. I don't think I'd ever do that. Just because, I don't think I'd enjoy it. Grab some chives. Chives should count as food. I should be able to eat that. Yeah, I'm not an outdoorsy type of person, so I can't even, like, fake pretend to be living out, in the woods and stuff. Like, I don't even know, like, the basic fundamentals. It's like, I haven't even made a campfire in this, stuff like that. So, like, yeah. I found a tent and a sleeping bag and stuff, but I would still probably find a house or a place where I would be within walls to be safe. Because when it comes down to zombie games, I'm not about to risk where I'm sleeping. The one and only time I risked where we were sleeping was when she had high thirst and I made her temporarily take a nap out on the road because I couldn't find anywhere safer at night and I wasn't willing to make her sleep in the woods. Because like my visibility of knowing if there was a zombie nearby was too low and stuff. What'd you find? Cricket. I'm sure I can cook those. Maybe? We'll find out. I haven't done foraging really before, so this will be interesting. B42 added a lot of content making a lot more viable. Yeah, they did. Look, I've got like a mate that would love for that kind of like nomadic kind of lifestyle and stuff like that. But like, I'm more of a, if I'm gonna be in a zombie apocalypse, I either want walls or something between me and it. I don't know if we can burn a large branch. I'm pretty sure they're heavy. So gotta be careful with this. What else you find? The hell is that? I don't want that. What is this? Flint. I know I could do something with that, but I haven't done anything with them yet. I have another one in my base. Not like a rock, so there's the third rock. Third and final rock we need for a fire. Keep an eye out for stuff like this. Now, what do I need for firewood, I guess? Let's leave it on firewood for a little bit. What do we find? What are these? Some tree branches would be lighter. What's this? Oh yeah, it gives you stones and shit for that. That's actually kind of better. What are you, drowsy? Yeah, you're getting weighed down a little bit. I might honestly drop the flint thing. I can't apparently pick up the stone. Why? Why can't I pick it up? I can't be that overweight yet. I do have fresh chives she can eat. Oh, these ones are already stale, but it's fresh veggies, so I know she can eat this. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let me drop that. Let me drop that back and I'll trade for the rock if I can take it. No, I can't take up the stone. Maybe the stone's too big, perhaps. But yeah, I don't personally get much enjoyment out of like outdoor exploration type stuff. Like, I would probably find that like if I was to, for instance, like play this as a like play a character in this and stuff, I would more likely be like what I'm currently doing is like have a base, have a home base, and then like go on foraging expeditions and stuff like that and take on whatever I have to that day kind of thing. Like I wouldn't want to be caught outside. And honestly, like in a zombie apocalypse, like depending on what kind of apocalypse we're talking about, I probably wouldn't bother staying alive to experience it. Honestly, what is this? Clay. I don't want clay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even bother for it. As much as like I obviously love like the survival zombie horror genre and stuff like that. I don't think I'd want to be a part of it if it was reality. You know? Like if there was like a few circumstances changed or like something in my favor, perhaps. But I think I would probably be like, go along with the group and ignore all the natural symbols that I kind of have that say you're going to die when you walk around this corner and stuff, kind of thing. And be like, well, I'm with the group. I can't really not do what the group says and then end up dying. But there's no reset in reality. So yeah, there's a question mark back there. Like I get that in games sometimes. Like some of the times when we've died in Project Zomboid, I have legitimately, what is this? Oh, some chives, nice. I have legitimately been like thinking to myself, oh, I shouldn't be going in this direction because I have this strong feeling that says I shouldn't. And then I go in that direction and I get bitten. I'm like, well, shit, you know? The same with like PUBG. More often than not, in PUBG, I tend to be like, get a sensation that there is like an enemy or something like that. White berries don't look safe to me. I'm going to leave those alone. Yeah, I get like a sensation that like there'll be an enemy in a certain area, and more often than not, I'm right. What is this, a bone? I don't want a bone. I don't know about those berries though. White berries don't look like that's something I should eat. I know that some of the stuff I forage can and or will kill me, so I don't know. Like as for like the mushrooms, I feel like the brown ones don't look like they're what I should be eating because they've got like some kind of like speckledy shit on them. I've learned to listen to that feeling all the time in Project Zomboid. Yeah. Some of it's like the hard part is while I'm streaming and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go over here and do this thing. And then to suddenly be like, oh, no, I'm not going to go over there anymore kind of thing is sometimes very hard to sort of explain in the moment. And I get it a lot with, what the hell is this? A thistle. Pretty sure you can eat thistle. Pretty sure you can do stuff with thistle. But, like, PUBG and stuff. PUBG just makes me look like a cheater, honestly. Because, like, I have, like, this odd sense of where people are in the game. And then they're there. And I shouldn't have known that they're there. And it looks sus. Whereas when I use it for a game like this, it's actually kind of like, oh, that was useful kind of thing. Hey, Charles, welcome in. Yeah, in a game like Project Zomboid, it's not that bad. We got a different one. I can't take it. Well, I can take it with me, but I guess we've got like 3 different kinds of mushrooms. I don't know yet how to identify what's good. I'm supposed to be looking for firewood, but fuck that. I've probably got enough. I got a flint nodule thing. Okay, we're nearly at the road. I kind of want to turn this off, but I don't know if I'm getting XP from simply seeing things or if I'm getting it from, I guess I'm getting it from picking stuff up. I guess I can pick shit up and put it back down if I need to. What is this, a rock? All right, I think I've got 6 rocks, 5, hold on. I only got 5 or is it 6? Yeah, no, I got 6. I reckon I should be able to eat this, but I don't know about these mushrooms, although they've stacked now. Hold on. What about the other one? Yeah, I put mushrooms in here. Is it better hot? Okay, well, better hot is better than it's better not, you know? What? The Zelda-looking character? What Zelda-looking character? You talking about in Zomboid? Because, I don't know. I haven't played Zelda myself, so that's an interesting point. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't think that Zelda characters look like this, I'll be honest. It's just is what it is. So she's what I've randomized this time. Mind you, her like outer skin and hair and all that and stuff is just whatever I have pre-set up. What'd you find? What is this? Large, smooth, flat stone. I'm guessing I should be able to cook shit on that, right? Nobody answered that. I'll figure it out. What is this? Caterpillar. I don't want a caterpillar. I don't want a cockroach. There's a lot of insects, but that's understandable. This is like the forest. What'd you find? Chamomile. I can eat that. I'm pretty sure I can eat that. All right, she's getting a bit heavy with stuff though. Mind you, we did get some fresh stuff. I should be able to eat this. Yeah, eat the chamomile. We'll get out onto the road soon enough. Just a royal guard, if my memory serves right. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I've never played Zelda games. Like, I like some of the stuff to do with it. I've just never had or played them myself. Chamomile seeds. I got seeds as well, but I'm not doing gardening. So I might just drop those. I'm not doing gardening yet until I can keep one of these people alive for like more than, you know, I don't know, a month. I'm not that worried. I'll eat that too. But this all should be safe to eat. Grab another pine cone because I should be able to burn that for fuel. Or at least use it as a lighter source. I also want to find a building before nightfall, preferably. That's another thing too, is in like a survival situation, I would go building to building. It would be more crucial to me than like sleeping under a tree kind of thing somewhere. Because this is more what I would do. Like what I do in the game is pretty much what I would do anyway. Like, if I had a car, great. I honestly think that a bicycle would be pretty useful in this kind of game. Not for, like, the woods and stuff, but, like, for being able to navigate between, like, the cars and the towns and stuff. I do think the bicycle would be really useful. I'm sort of surprised that, to my knowledge, they don't have those here. But I also haven't seen too much. What the fuck are you up to, Snipe? Congratulations on getting in here and not having an ad. Very good. Very good work there. Gotta acknowledge it when we see it. You know. But yeah, if she's getting like XP and stuff for this as we're going, what'd you find? You found a different kind of mushrooms. And I'm guessing a flint. Maybe? What else? I'm not taking the centipedes. I don't know why you keep offering. Stop offering. What'd you find? I do think like a flat rock would probably be useful. Hey, Charles. Welcome in. Wait, what was that? What are you up to? Grab that chamomile while we're at it. I can eat those, and she's hungry, so... We're supposed to calm her too. I don't know if calming equals... like, not like boredom, but when she's sad, I'm guessing maybe releases some of that. Wouldn't do, probably doesn't do uncomfortable. There's a story behind your name. What, acrylic? Is that what the question is? Let me eat some more of that. I'll also ditch more of the seeds too. Hey, Captain. Hi, I feel like I'm a recent Zomboid enjoyer. Couldn't, get into it before. I changed you from hater to enjoyer. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't like the game at all, visually or from like a playing perspective. I was kind of like somebody that was playing 7 Days to Die, right? So I kind of prefer my zombies to be all up in my face. And I find that more terrifying to have to fight off a zombie that's like up in my business and stuff. More like jump scary and stuff. So I really didn't think that, you know, the jump scares and shit in this game were going to be all that scary, especially when you can like have this much perspective and stuff. I didn't like the field of view that I couldn't see behind me. I hated that. I still don't greatly love it, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I really thought. I hated the fact that you leave behind a corpse of yourself instead of respawning. Like, you have to spawn in a whole new person kind of thing. So I really didn't like that. I still don't hugely like the idea of having to go kill myself to get myself back. But if I look at it from a different perspective of when I spawn back in, I'm not that person. I'm a new individual survivor somewhere in the apocalypse. And I happen to like find that corpse, that other person's corpse and stuff, I can kind of objectively look at it from that perspective and not hate it as much. I found that like initially when I looked at this game, there was all this like fiddly stuff and the interface and all that. I hated that. Like I have no real interest in animal husbandry, masonry, blacksmithing, pottery, glassmaking. I have no interest in that at all in this game because I think in the real apocalypse I probably wouldn't bother doing that. Like settling down and farming a place kind of thing, or going into those kind of like established sort of survival city sort of situations. Like, but then like I also don't think I'd live fully nomadic either, but I also probably wouldn't trust people to live with either. So yeah, that sort of stuff doesn't interest me. I haven't got up to building or crafting yet. I just literally can't keep